Welcome back. It's Brittany, and today I am going to be making some awesome Halloween inspired jewelry using Jessie James Bead's new Halloween Vampire Love Story collection. This is my favorite out of the 3 new Halloween collections from Jessie James Beads, but they're all awesome, so it was really hard for me to choose. So far today we're going to make a necklace and at least 2 pairs of earrings, but there is so much in this mix. You can make several different pairs of earrings. You can make several different pieces of jewelry. I'm also going to be using some chain reaction. We've got the silver with the crystal 8B beads on it. And then these are the beads I've picked out of the mix to make our necklace. I have from my own stash some black jump rings, some black findings, and some black beadle-on wire, hematite beadle-on wire. So we'll be using that today as well. I loved these bats. So there are several different bats in the collection. We have this big one. He's a filigree. He's going to be our focal today. And then we have the smaller ones. Those are going to be on our necklace as well. So he'll be our focal. And I am going to hang a couple beads below it. One of these crystals and a crystal drop. I'll do that. And then our little bats are going to go off to each side of the big bat. And they're going to have these awesome little claws hanging below them. I think those are so cool. They would also be really great earrings. Super cute. And I'll get that more in the middle. We're going to take a couple of these glass pearls to space out our little bats, get a little punch of red in there. And then I have several different of the glass beads that were in the mix. And we're just going to put those up the side of the necklace. Like this. I'm just getting it laid out, and then we'll do the heavy lifting, the hard work after we have our design together. Put it up like that, and then I'll scooch out a little bit now that we're kind of developing that pattern a little bit better. And we'll go with the rondelle. And we'll probably finish the back of this necklace off with some more chain reaction. But I want to bring some of the silver. Not only do we have the silver here, but I want to bring some of the silver down more this way, since we're going to have it around the back. And these beads are quite dark. And then I think we're going to try and artfully drape, and I do use that word very lightly, artfully drape some Jessie James chain reaction around the bottom of the necklace. It's going to be it's going to be very dramatic, but pretty lightweight because these components aren't very heavy. So we will work out the length and things like that. But there's our quick design for our necklace, and it's going to be a lot of fun to put together. So you can use eye pins, you can make your own wire wrapped loops, you can string your necklace, you can do whatever you'd like. I think I'm going to use a combination of like gunmetal head pins, or eye pins I should say, and my hematite wire. So depending on the look you want, you can wire wrap these beads. I'm just going to use simple loops using eye pins because we have simple loops on our chain reaction. Okay. I just put the eye pin through the bead. I fold it at a 90-degree angle and then snip about a ½ inch off. Or, well, leave a ½ inch on, snip the rest off. Then I grab with my round nose pliers and curl back towards the bead. And we have a simple loop. So I'll go ahead and do that for my beads going up the sides of the necklace. Now that I have all of my simple loops created, I'm just going to go ahead and connect each one. What we want to do is make sure we swing this open instead of pull. So you want to find the shorter end of your, well, not the connected end of your loop, and we want to swing it open like we would a jump ring instead of pulling it out, because it won't close correctly if you don't do it that way. Then we'll just repeat that for both sides of the necklace. Okay, so we have that complete. Now we're going to go ahead and use just some, I try and use the leftover pieces of my head pins, but if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. You can use a brand new one. I'm just going to put that in and create 2 folds, one on either side, and trim one just a little bit. And we'll just go ahead and make a simple loop on either side. You can use your wire to create a wire wrapped loop if you'd like. Whatever works for you. Okay, and then I'm going to take my last eye pin and I'm just going to make another simple loop here. And I am going to connect that right onto the bottom of my largest bat. And then I am going to take a small jump ring and connect that to my charm. All right, and we have our pendant. Isn't that super spooky and fun? And you can definitely, like I said, wire wrap, do whatever works for you. Now we're going to connect, I'm going to connect these to each of my bats, but I'm going to use a jump ring in between so it flows a little bit better. And you can use whatever color jump ring you'd like. I'm just going to use these black jump rings. They're little tiny guys. And they work with the small holes in the bats. Here we go. Okay, next I'm going to connect my little claws to the bottom of the bats. Super cute, I love those. Makes it extra spooky because you don't really know what kind of animal those claws are from. Is it a bird? Maybe. Dragon? Maybe. And I love that everything you're seeing here, all the beads, all the components, besides the jump rings, are all in one bead kit. That bead kit's just amazing. Okay. Make sure your jump rings are closed so your bats don't fall off. Okay, so there's our focal. Next, I'm going to attach my sides to my bats. I'm going to do that with a little bit heavier duty jump ring. And there we go. Here's our first part of our necklace. Came together really quickly. And I'm gonna take my, you could definitely leave it like that. It's really cute, just like that. I'm going to take my chain, and I'm just gonna measure how much I think I need for that first section. And then I'm gonna attach it to this jump ring, and then to this I think I'm going to attach it from that jump ring over into this one, and then from this one to this one, and then from this one to that one. Okay, so the two sides on the end will be the same length. The one in the middle might be a little bit longer. I think that would be perfect with just having one crystal in the middle. So I'm just going to snip it right here. Okay. And then this side, just making sure that the left side and the right side of the necklace will match. And they will. Okay, so here are my first two pieces. And then I just need to figure out how long we want the piece in the middle to be. I think I will go with just a little bit longer than the other two. Okay, so that's our middle piece. Here are our side pieces, and I am just going to connect those on. So for this one, it'll be a little bit easier than the middle. I just need to open up my simple loop, slip it onto my jump ring, and then close the simple loop again. There we go. Then we'll get that guy onto this one right here. And I'm going to do a little bit of troubleshooting here. I need this ring to be a little bit bigger than the outsides because it's going to have two pieces of chain connected into it. So before I add that on, I'm going to go back and get a larger, just a slightly larger jump ring and switch that one out. And since I'm switching them out at the same time, I'm going to add on my chain because this one has a wire wrap on it, and I'd have to open up the jump ring again anyway. So I'll put on my chain, put on my little pearl, and then close that up. Then I'll come around this side. I'll add on my bat, then my first piece of chain, my second piece of chain, and then my pearl, and close that up. Okay. Super cute. It's getting there. And then I'll go ahead and add on this piece to my left side. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and add this piece of chain onto the right side. Close that up. And oh my gosh, it is super cute and spooky. I love it. So, oh, okay, there we go. All right, so all we have to do, and then our necklace is finished, is add the finishing touches to the back by adding some more chain. Okay, so here is the chain I'm going to use. It's very similar, but it's got an interesting geometric pattern between the beads. And you can make this a choker length necklace. You can make it, to rest on your collarbones, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm going to make it a little bit longer on myself. Shorter necklaces tend to get tangled on me, but I think this one will lay right below my collarbones. Okay. And the cool thing is, it comes with a jump ring on the end, so that can be where I hook in my clasp. I'm going to cut it right there. And I am going to cut this chain in half. One piece for each side of the necklace. Okay. I'm just going to hook this in using the simple loop on the bottom, on the side of the necklace. There we go. And repeat on the other side. Okay, I am just going to finish this off with a bead-along clasp. And I just need a jump ring. And then I'm going to do something really cute. We're going to put another drop on the back of the necklace. So if you wear your hair up, you can see it. If you don't wear your hair up, you'll know that there's a little surprise on the back of your necklace, and it kind of just personalizes the necklace and gives you an extra boost of Halloweeniness. That's a word. There we go. So we have a super cute, super spooky, Halloween inspired vampire love story necklace. Of course, I'll include some really cute pictures of it at the end. But here we go. Isn't that cute and spooky? Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it, and I can't wait to wear it. And then we have our little gem from the back. So cute. I love it. All right, so to match this necklace, we're going to make a couple pairs of earrings. You can use them to match the necklace, or you can just wear them independently of the necklace. The first one, I'm going to use this really cool vintage inspired bat connector and these two crystals and a daisy spacer. I'm also going to use a head pin from my stash with a ball on the end. If you don't have one, you can use a head pin and a spacer bead down here, or a piece of wire and make it into a pendant. I'm just going to very quickly put these 3 beads on my head pin. Take my pliers. I'm going to wire wrap this. There's really only going to be enough room for me to make about 2 wraps, if that, because it's a shorter head pin. But I want to make sure before I do that I slide on my bat. Kind of clicks in place. We're going to hold our loop and then wrap around. And if your fingers aren't strong enough, just take another pair of pliers and pull that around. It does take a little bit of strength, especially with the higher gauge head pins. Straighten that a little bit. And I'm just going to wire wrap it one more time. It's already secure, but I'd like to get another little half wrap in there. There we go. I'm going to snip off my tail as closely as I can without snipping any of the other wires. Pieces of the wire, I should say. And then I want to straighten this out a little bit because it got twisted while I was wrapping. There you go. So we have our cute little bat with our little drop below it, and then I'm just going to take my ear wire and put my earring on the ear wire, and we're ready to go. That's a 5-minute earring right there. And isn't it, it's so cute. It's so It's whimsical and a little vintage looking. So here's the pair. Love that. And then last but not least, we're going to make an earring to match the necklace. I need one more of these from the Vampire Love Story kit, and then this bead that was also in the kit. I have some 22 gauge bead German style wire in hematite. It was actually just in my stash. Any black wire would work, or whatever color wire you're looking for. I'm going to cut probably about a foot, but I always cut too much wire just because I'm worried that I will need more. I'm going to string my drop onto my wire, and then I'm going to move both wires towards the top of the bead, and the one on the right is the longer one. I'm going to try and get it to go as straight up as possible, like that. And then I'm going to bring the left wire around while holding my bead and twist. If you need to, absolutely use your pliers. And we're just going to twist a couple times. This is just to get that wire secured. And then we'll twist it towards the back and snip. And then I will go ahead and wire wrap that. So we'll bring that around, reposition our pliers, and I'm just going to go ahead and start wrapping. And it'll be messy, but it'll be super cute. And I'm going to actually hold it like this. This is more, sometimes it's easier for me to hold it with my hands. We'll start getting down over that briolet, and then we can come back up and make this look a little bit better. That's why I like keeping as much wire as possible while I'm wrapping. There we go. And then we'll just kind of make that look the way you want it. And then we'll snip towards the back. And then tuck that in if you need to. I think he's pretty good there. I'm going to take another one of those tiny jump rings and use it to attach my wire wrapped drop to the bottom of my bat. And then I am going to attach my bat to an ear wire. Close that up. And there we have a super spooky, adorable little bat earring that matches our necklace. And no two earrings are going to be exactly alike, but isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, I am in love with this kit. Right when I saw it, I was like, I have so many ideas, and it made me smile. The main one we used today was the Vampire Love Story. I'm going to include a few photos of the pieces of jewelry I made today. And I just want to say thank you to Jessie James Beads again for having me back. And I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their day. Bye-bye.